talk a little bit about Plata and how that looks and how that affected the rest of the game?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I haven't spoke to the trainers yet. Slight hamstring pull. I think it was a little bit preventative to get him out before it got any more serious. So hopefully that's the case. But we'll see later today or tomorrow probably.
Could you talk just a little bit about Robbie going in for the first time this season?
Yeah, really pleased for him. The procedure he had done was a big deal on his knee, and I know how hard he's worked to get back to contributing to the first team. So couldn't be more pleased with him. He had a great outing in the reserve game, looked very good, and we're going to need him.
Jeff, you've been in an offensive sync in so many matches throughout the season, but tonight it looked a little off. Could you give us how you saw the offense, especially in the final third? It seemed like there were a lot of guys just standing around tonight.
Yeah, I thought we came out flat in the first half, and we were moving the ball and we were possessing the ball, but really with no purpose. I thought second half we were much livelier. We were getting in their end a lot more. We were kind of missing that final ball. But, we have to give some credit to our opponents, too. They had a bank of four and two defensive midfielders that held their line right there. And sometimes it's hard to penetrate. And you're right. Like you said, if you're not moving and you're not forcing them to move, it's very hard to break down.
Jeff, is it nice to kind of get some of these milestones out of the way? Has it been a distraction to you? And nice to move forward?
Yeah, I don't think it's been a distraction at all. I mean, this locker room's really strong. We had a goal to get 3 points at home, as we always do. We came a little bit short. But I walked into the locker room, and I normally don't talk to the guys after games. I wait till everyone cools down, and I couldn't tell. I told them I was extremely proud of them because our soccer wasn't particularly great tonight, but I thought our fight, our commitment, and if we're getting the results when our soccer is not particularly great, I think that's huge. So I was really proud of them, and I thought there was a lot of guys out there that just gave it their all.
Is Luis Gil at full fitness, and is there a plan to get him back in the starting 11?
Yeah, I mean, we have 3 games in 7 days coming up here, Seattle, Columbus, Portland, and we're going to need a rotation of everyone. And Luis is feeling good. We're going to get him in the reserve game, get him some minutes there, get him nice and sharp, but he will be contributing a lot.
We've talked a lot about the unbeaten streak for the last few matches. But you also tied a record tonight for first-time MLS coaches, your first 12 matches. Can you just talk about those 2 streaks and what they mean?
Well, I think it just shows the commitment from our team. It shows that no matter what, we're going to fight. Even if our soccer's good or bad, we're going to go out and get a result. Our goal is always 3 points, but if we take a point, we'll take a point and move on. And I think the mental toughness of our team is fantastic right now, and I think that's the kind of mentality that builds championship.
Coach, you touched on it a bit. Just to talk about their defense, they seem to pack it in a lot, and you really had a hard time. Is it a little frustrating for your team just to get through that wall they had? Yeah,
without a doubt. They had that. Six staying back and 4 staying up high, and it's about how quickly we move the ball. And I thought we just didn't move it quickly enough and sharp enough tonight. But we have to tip our hat to Dallas for coming here and trying to get that road result, which they did. But it's something we'll work on and move forward.
Coach, how would you rate Ole Miss's performance tonight, coming in, mostly cold there in the first half for João and
I thought Ole Miss did a good job tonight. It's not easy to come in and, the 35th minute, 30th minute, and while the game's going 100 miles an hour. But I thought Ole Miss did a great job, worked hard on both sides of the ball, and I think he's getting closer and closer to getting on the score sheet, because it seems like he's doing the right things. And again, he had a really good result or a good outing in the reserve game, and I think he's starting to come into his own.
Jeff, what do you guys need to improve on at this point? I mean, you're still undefeated. We're always talking about that, but is there something that's standing out that you guys need to improve on to maybe get these results at home or close games out?
We're always trying to work on everything. I mean, that's a great question. We'll look back on this game, and I think we just started off too passive. We're extremely aggressive at home, and I thought we didn't come out with that aggressiveness. And we spoke about it, and we were moving the ball nice, and we had nice possession, but we didn't have possession with purpose. It's something we'll address. And we'll work on, breaking down teams when they sit there. But I thought we did a good job of trying to break them down, but then in good spots to stop their counterattack.
Jeff, your thoughts on Attinella's game tonight?
I thought he was very good. I thought he was excellent. I can't remember a play that he played wrong. I think he's getting more comfortable, more confident. The players I know are extremely confident, as well as the staff. So I only see him getting better and better and more comfortable each game.
You talked about how tough it was for Ole Miss to come in. How tough was it for the team to be playing, the last, 18 minutes or whatever, 20 minutes, with, a combination up top that you haven't had
Sure.
at all this season?
Sure. It was something that we felt needed somebody to kind of maybe get in behind, stretch them, get something from nothing. It was hard for us to break them down, so we wanted to put on somebody that could maybe break them down on their own, or maybe get in behind and keep them pinned back. And I thought Ole Miss and Robbie did a great job of that. I can't remember their back line ever leaving maybe 40 yards away from their goal, and that's because they respect their speed over the top.